Hello there, Eagles. It is I, Mr. Sorensen, coming to you with some information about the Great Armstrong Readathon, which is our fundraiser that we do for the school every couple of years, and it is time to do it again. But before I talk about it too much, I have been informed that people pay better attention to me when I'm wearing a ridiculous hat. So as is my tradition, I've selected this shark hat today. Hopefully people will pay more attention to me now that I'm wearing this swell hat. So, let's talk about the Great Armstrong Readathon. Basically what it is an opportunity for you to promise that you will do some extra reading, and in return, your friends and your family donate money to the school on your behalf to sponsor your reading efforts. And for every $10 that gets donated in your name to the school, you pledge to read an extra hour of reading. Now, I wish somebody would pay me to do extra reading, but you're being paid, so to speak, to do some extra reading for the school to help us out. All of you are going to receive a form that is like this. There's a QR code on here that is a link, and it will give you all of the instructions that you need to go home with your parents and sign up to participate and register for our fundraiser. When you register, you're going to set up a little kind of social media page, and then you'll send that social media page out to all of your contacts online. That can be your mom, your dad, it can be your uncle in Alaska, it can be your great auntie who lives in Antarctica, anywhere, anybody, anywhere. And they will know that you're doing a fundraiser for your school and that you're pledging to read, and then they can donate dollars to the school, and then you will do reading to thank them for that donation. So I love this fundraiser because we're not selling any garbage or any junk or anything. It's just we are going to pledge to do some extra reading, which is going to help us out, and the money that gets donated to the school helps the school out with many of the special things that we do. So take this form home and go over it with your parents. Make sure that you get signed up and registered to participate in the Great Armstrong Readathon. Now I want to talk a little bit about prizes and incentives for our readathon. Before I do, I want to make it very clear that all of this money goes directly to help our school out. We do many special things here at Armstrong. We have things like the Treasure Tower, we have things like moonbuck parties, we have special events that we do for the students, and a lot of those things require some money to make them happen, and so we need to raise funds every couple of years to help us pay for those things and make the school a special place for you. So you can help make the school a special place by participating in our readathon. Now, for every single student who registers, all you have to do is register. It costs nothing to register. Just go home, get online, sign up, and register for the readathon. Every person that does that, we will give you your special readathon bookmark, and that will help you in your reading endeavors. We understand that some families right now financially are not at a place that they can help us out, and we understand, and that's totally okay. If your family doesn't have any money to help us out, that is fine. But we would ask everyone to register, and that way you know that you're doing your part to help the school out. So everyone who registers gets a bookmark. Now, hopefully after you've registered, some members of your family, long-lost relatives, whatnot, will see it on social media, and they'll begin donating money to the school. For every student who receives $50 in donations, that's 5 extra hours of reading and $50 in donations, they will be able to go to the library and pick out a brand new book. Mrs. Rogers is going to buy us a big fat pile of books. You know, she knows the right ones to pick and the best ones out there. She's going to pick a whole bunch of really great books and buy them, and you will be able to go to the library and pick out a brand new book at $50, which is great. If you were to raise up to $100 in donations, that's 10 extra hours of reading and $100 in donations, that's a lot. We will give you a second free book. And then, because these are stressful times, I always buy a collection of squishy things like little frogs and squishy foods and things. These are little stress toys and stress relief things. We will let you pick one that makes you happy, and you'll be able to take that home and have it to squeeze while you're reading. So that'll be great. Now, a very few number of my students will become what we call superstar fundraisers. The superstar fundraisers go out of their way to reach out to all of their contacts, and they raise up a lot of money, and some of them get up to hundreds of dollars. And in this case, we want to reward those people. So if you can get up to $300 in donations to the school, that's a lot of reading, okay? But if you can get $300 in donations, I will build a very special space on the roof, and we will have a spectacular lunch together. And at that lunch, I personally will bake some of the most delicious desserts that I know how to make, and we will have a rooftop bakery lunch with Mr. Sorensen. Last time I cooked baked pies and brownies and cakes and things, and students, ate whichever dessert looked tastiest to them. So if you'd like to be invited to my special rooftop lunch and my bakery lunch, then donate up to $300. Now let's talk more about some classroom incentives. If we can get everybody in your class, so we can get 50%, that's half of your class, to register and get their bookmarks, that's 50% registered, then we will have your class be able to pick whichever dress-up day they would like to do. You could pick a hat day, maybe wear a crazy hat, or you could pick a jersey day, or a backwards day, or wear a special color day, or whatever your class decides to do. And you just need to get 50% registration to make that happen. If 100% of your class registers, that's every kid registers, that costs nothing, that's just registering, then we will set up the stage and we will do a glow-in-the-dark disco party, dance party for all the classes that get 100% registration. We had quite a few classes get that last year. We'd love to participate, have everybody participate at least by registering. Now, every class will have a fundraising goal, and your class will know what your fundraising goal is. It's different for every class because there's a different number of students in every class. But if your class gets 75% of their goal, then you guys will earn a game party with your class. We'll come in and do a special game party just with your class. And if your class reaches 100% of its goal, then we will do a rocket recess. We'll invite you out and we'll launch some rockets just with your class, and we'll have a great time launching things high into the air. It was very exciting this time of year, so I'm looking forward to our rocket recesses. Then we have a very special one, and this one is new. If you can raise 150% of your class goal, that's all the people in your class working together can raise 150% of that goal, then we have a brand new thing that we're going to try out. We have ordered a whole bunch of Lego wheels, and we will be building a special track that those wheels work really well on, and we will do a special day where each person in your class gets to build a Lego car using their special wheels, and we will do a racing day with your guys' design and self-made Lego car. So it'll be a Lego racing event, and we've never done that before. But the Lego racing parties again for 100% of your class total goal. Finally, the top 3 classes in the entire school will get a retro gaming party where I will come in and we will play retro games together, and then your teachers will get free lunch. So I will buy your teachers a free delicious lunch for having the top 3. So teachers, help out your students to be motivated. You want to be one of those top 3 classes. Okay, let's talk about individual students and what they will do if they are the top earners in the class. So for every single student in the building, some of you might not be able to raise $50 and some of you can only register, and that's fine. But we want to incentivize the people who can raise less than $50. So for every $10 that every student raises, every $10 they will get a raffle ticket with their name on it, okay? And so the more money you raise, the more raffle tickets you will have. We'll put them in a giant drum and we will draw out a couple of names from that when it's all done. And what we will do is we will have the people who win that raffle, they will win either a scooter or a remote control car, and we'll let them pick which one they want. So scooter or remote control cars, and again, to get into the raffle, it's a $10 donation that gets you 1 ticket in the raffle. The more you raise, the more raffle tickets you get, the higher your chances of being picked. We wanted to give an incentive for anybody who raises any kind of money, okay? For our 3rd place overall money raiser, we will buy them a Bluetooth speaker or a STEM kit. whichever one of those that they choose. Some people would rather have a speaker, some people would rather have a STEM kit. We'll let them pick. For second place, they can either have a drone or they can have a Lego set, which either one of those that they choose. They can have whichever one they like. But for our first place top seller, they get the ultimate reward. They get to be the assistant principal for a day. That means for one whole day, they get to follow me around. They get to tell everybody what to do. They get to dismiss people from lunch. They get to do administrative tasks. We'll print them a special name tag and they can walk around. Our last assistant principal for the day was awesome. And she had a fantastic time. So top seller in the school gets to be my assistant principal for a whole day. That'll be really fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, last. School-wide incentives. We have some school-wide goals that we want to reach. I'll go through these very quickly. If 50% of everybody in the school registers, that's everybody in the school, if we get half of them registered, that costs no money, just getting registered, we will do a crazy hat day. If the school can raise up to $5,000 in total donations, we will do a VIP lunch experience in the lunchroom where we play special videos on the lunchroom monitors and all the students in the school get to sit in any seat that they would like. They don't have to sit in their assigned seat or by class. We'll sit wherever we want in the lunchroom and watch cartoons and eat lunch together, and it'll be a great day. Again, that's for $5,000 raised. For $10,000, we will do a school-wide dance party. We're going to do a different one than we've done in the past. We're going to call this the Rock the Halls Dance Party, and essentially we're going to turn off all the lights in the building, and we're going to play music throughout the entire building. Everybody will go into the hallway outside their classroom for a few minutes. We'll have a huge dance party and make a lot of noise in the hallway. It's a very unusual way to do a dance party, but it'll be really fun. So the Rock the Halls Dance Party is, again, for raising $10,000 as a school. If we could raise $15,000 as a school, I will do one of my favorite traditions. I will bring in my electric guitar and I will do a rock concert during lunch for all of the students. I love putting forth a rock concert every once in a while, dusting off my guitar and singing for you guys. I will do that for $15,000 total raised. And then if we can raise $20,000, there's two rewards. Number one, we will do our Great Armstrong Readathon, where we cancel all of our instruction for a chunk of the day, and every single class in the school at the same time does a readathon with their class. So we are all doing a readathon all at the same time. It's a really fun event. We really enjoy doing it, and we're looking forward to that. We have to raise $20,000 to earn that readathon, so everybody needs to do their best to get that raised. Now, for the parents out there who happen to be watching this, the $20,000 mark is special because we need about $10,000 a year to maintain the programs that we do here at Armstrong. And that means if we can raise $20,000, we only have to do a fundraiser every other year. Now, the PTA does their own fundraiser, but a school fundraiser, traditionally we've only had to do it every other year here at Armstrong. So if you hate being bothered with fundraisers, help me raise $20,000 for this fundraiser, and then we won't do one next year, which is a great reward for the parents. Finally, the one that I don't want to talk about, but I will again, I have offered in the last two readathons to go skydiving if we reach the ultimate goal. And this year we're setting that goal at $25,000. If we can raise $25,000 as a school, I will contact my friend Wes Baker, who is an avid skydiver, and he will take me up in a perfectly good airplane. I will jump out of it, screaming like a little girl. I don't want this to happen, but I love the school and I love the students, and I will do it for you if you can raise $25,000. I will jump out of a plane and scream like a little girl all the way down, and I will record the experience for your enjoyment and entertainment. Now, my hope is that we raise $24,999.99. Because if we raise $25,000, I have to jump out of a plane, and I don't want to do that. But I will. You have to raise $25,000 to make that happen. I'm sorry that was a lot of talking. Please make sure to ask us if you have any questions. The Great Armstrong Readathon will kick off on the 29th of September, and it will run until the 10th of October. So you have from the 29th of September to the 10th of October to raise as much money for the school and pledge to do as much extra reading as you can to help our school out. Good luck during the Great Armstrong Readathon. Have a great day, Eagles.